Blessed Alexandra was born approximately in 1885 in the village of Oglin of Ruza County of Moscow province to a poor peasant's family. The girl's father passed away when she was about 8, while several years later her mother also died. Her mother's childless sister Mavra took the orphan to her place, and Sashenka began to live with her aunt in the village of Sashenka. They lived in poverty with almost nothing to wear. Sashenka did not go to school, but learned how to read herself, being able to read both in Russian and in Old Slavonic. Since childhood, the girl enjoyed reading books on spiritual issues. She neither played nor ran across the village with other children. She preferred to read most of her time. By the age of 16, spiritual world gradually began to open to Sashenka. That time, the Spirit of God performed wonders through her, healing people both from moral vices and physical illnesses. Both paralyzed and obsessed people were brought to Blessed Alexandra, and all of them went back healed. The Blessed prayed to God about curing ill people, watered them with holy water, read catechist hymns, and miracles of healing were made after her prayers. People who were brought to her on hand barrows left her on their own. Maria Yefimovna recollected the following. She cured all diseases in this way. She gave children a pat on their heads, washed them with holy water, and the child was nice. Moreover, people said about Sashenka that she could foresee the needs of people that were about to come to her, either with presents or their thirsts or troubles. It was the time when people understood that Sashenka was an unusual person blessed by God. Both in winter and in summer, she walked wearing a linen shirt with a small jacket over it and a headscarf. Even during strongest frosts, she never wore stockings, wearing felt boots on bare feet. She was of medium height, with short fair hair and a nice face. The Blessed, along with her aunt, went to church every Sunday. They went either to Yurkina, Onufriva, or Petrova. In 1917, after the October Revolution, someone denounced Sashenka. She was accused in witchcraft and godliness at the same time. The Blessed was arrested and imprisoned in Ruza, where she was starved and sometimes given herring with no water. Sashenka refused to accept such food, but continued to be cheerful and wealthy. People said that when an inspector from Moscow came to talk to the Blessed, she told him about his life and the reasons of his problems. He ordered to let Sashenka free and left back to Moscow. Sometime after her release, the Blessed suddenly passed away. She complained nobody about nothing and was not ill. As people said, it happened in the end of 1917 or in 1918. Sasha foretold her own death soon after the revolution. She came to the church in the village of Onufriva, bringing a spade with her and dug it into the ground, saying, "I do not want to live during this new regime." Sasha's funeral was unusual. There were so many people that when a coffin with the body of the Blessed was brought to the village of Onufriva, accompanied with bell ringing, the end of the line was still in the village of Sashenka. Many priests came to burial service as the clergy respected Sashenka. The coffin was carried opened so all people could see the Blessed for the last time. The coffin was carried only by maidens, who lately said that it was unusually light, not heavier than to lift a spoon up. During the Great Patriotic War, when our troops retreated, the church in the village of Onufriva was blown up. Sashenka's grave was also threatened with destruction, but after the explosion the burial place remained unharmed. In 1996, reburial of the Blessed Alexandra took place in the village of Dana of Istra district of Moscow region, near the altar of the Church of the Exaltation of Holy Cross of God.